Here guys, we're going to show you a real fascial sling type stretch. So here we want to stretch the fascia and the muscles of the pec, the upper arm, the lower arm, and this stretch will also develop into the obliques, this anterior sling system. So key things is have your client's hips about 90 degrees and or even above if they have the range of motion. This just helps protect the lower back, helps ligamentally lock out the lumbar spine, which is a relatively stiff segment, doesn't need much mobility. So what we're going to do, I'm going to place my knee about just below Kiki's shoulder blade, and here we're going to encourage thoracic rotation. So I lift Kiki's arm up to distract the glenohumeral joint, the shoulder joint, and we horizontally A-B duct. And you probably even see already, you can just see the skin getting tight. Here, we stretch. I come back, I distract, palm is up, palm is open, and we stretch. In order to really penetrate this connective tissue of the pec, the stretch needs to occur between about 90 and about 140. If we come too low, it gets a bit iffy. If we go too high, it gets a bit more into the lateral part of the body, like the latissimus dorsi, QO, etc. So if this is 90, about 110, 120 is the middle. So I distract, to really enhance the fascial component of this stretch, we can add in torque and rotation. So I can rotate the arm out, but my preferred one is to rotate the arm in, this way. A bit of a deeper stretch, how's that feel? Yeah. So I was using my knee. I can now stabilize Kiki's ribs, and I stretch this way. Make a fist for me. Put your thumb inside your fist and cock your wrist. So here, this is going to create a real big fascial stretch. This way. Relax. So by her putting her finger in, her thumb inside, and here, this creates a real big bind across the tissue of the forearm. All this fascia is the same, right? It all goes from pec, upper arm to lower arm. Back to my knee. People are kind of mobile. I'll take a seat and I'll butt my arm against their body. I'll come this way. How's that feel? So just flip sides, let me show them that arm position. Turn sides down. So that arm position goes like so. This is for people who are really bendy. So I'm like this. So I'm butting up against here, and I'm stretching this way. So she's rolling over my arm. I'll do the motion so they can see. So I'm like this, guys. And then I'll be in this position, but obviously I'm blocking you that way. Change sides again. To make this a bit more fascially dominant or fascially biased, so have a Kiki straighten that leg and have that leg drop. So now we're going to get more of this counter crack. Her back goes up and up. So again, a bit more advanced. This stretch isn't for everyone. You can have a Kiki straighten her leg. Gives more of a bind fascially. Pushing and pulling. This leg's always at 90, see, so we're still protecting the lower back. Yeah. So many ways to open up this sling with the emphasis on the arm line and the obliques.